All right. So I finished reading 3 AVs from the Bible. It's 27 chapters. So I'm going to go ahead and change it up now. Go ahead and work on the next thing. So going to the brainstorm 1 document, I've listed all the books in the order that I'm going to read them. And since I'll be able to read them from here, you'll be able to see the screen. I won't have to worry about the whiteboard right now. So that's cool. Did I write this in order? Yeah, I think I did. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the brainstorm 1 Word document. So this is part of the ReEducation project. I'm starting with the OpenStax as sort of an entry into a bunch of different ideas. Here's the different chapters. And then I'm going to go ahead and head down. Let's go ahead and zoom that in. Okay. So I typed all this up a couple days ago just to kind of get an idea. So I'd like to read 1 to 3 chapters a day if possible. I don't know how long some of these chapters are, so just kind of depends. But I'm going to go ahead and read the table of contents for all the books that I plan on reading out of. This is no longer, say, JK. Go to spreadsheet. Spreadsheet. I like that. Okay, I'll keep it like that. So the spreadsheet's going to tell us the order that I'm going to read it in. So biology will be first. So I'm going to go ahead and read all this. I guess I'll do this and then the chapters that go along with each book. I won't read each section, though. That I'll do as I get to each section. We can pretend the sections are invisible. So, but using the Principles of Economics book as an example, I kind of wrote this basic outline out because this is how I'm going to separate everything because there's good information everywhere. But I wanted to read the general information first. So starting with chapter 1, all this other stuff, the key terms, key concepts, review questions, all that I'm worrying about after I do a full read through of the book. So, okay, the first book that I wrote in here is the Principles of Economics. So it's like an introductory economics textbook. Chapter 1, Welcome to Economics. Chapter 2, Choice in a World of Scarcity. And instead of saying chapter, I'm just going to say the number. 3, Demand and Supply. 4, Labor and Financial Markets. 5, Elasticity. 6, Consumer Choices. 7, Production Costs. I don't know if that's... I'm going to just get rid of that because that doesn't seem to make sense. Production costs and... Well, maybe it is, comma. And industry structure. 8, perfect competition. 9, monopoly. 10, monopolistic competition and oligopoly. 11, monopoly and antitrust policy. 12, environmental protection and negative externalities. 13, positive externalities in public schools. 14, labor markets and income. 15, poverty and economic inequality. 16, information, risk, and insurance. 17, financial markets. 18, public economy. 19, the macroeconomic perspective. 20, economic growth. 21, unemployment. 22, inflation. 23, international trade and capital flows. 24, the aggregate demand and aggregate supply model. 25, the Keynesian perspective. 26, the neoclassical perspective. 27, money and banking. 28, monetary policy and bank regulation. 29, exchange rates and international capital flows. 30, government budgets and fiscal policy. 31, the impacts of government borrowing. 32, macroeconomic policy around the world. 33, international trade. 34, globalization and protectionism. Book 2, Introduction to Business. Chapter 1, Understanding Economic Systems and Business. Chapter 2, Making Ethical Decisions and Managing a Socially Responsible Business. 3, Competing in the Global Marketplace. 4, Forms of Business Ownership. 5, Entrepreneurship. 6, Management and Leadership in Today's Organizations. 7, Designing Organizational Structures. 8, Managing Human Resources and Labor Relations. 9, Motivating Employees. 10, Achieving World-Class Operations Management. 11, Creating Products and Pricing Strategies to Meet Customers' Needs. 12, Distributing and Promoting Products and Services. 13, Using Technology to Manage Information. 14, Using Financial Information and Accounting. 15, Understanding Money and Financial Institutions. 16, Understanding Financial Management and Securities Markets. 17, Your Career in Business. And that's it. Book 3, Introduction to Philosophy. Chapter 1, Introduction to Philosophy. Chapter 2, Critical Thinking, Research, Reading, and Writing. 3, The Early History of Philosophy Around the World. 4, The Emergence of Classical Philosophy. 5, Logic and Reasoning. 6, Metaphysics. 7, Epistemology. 8, Value Theory. 9, Normative Moral Theory. 10, Applied Ethics. 11, Political Philosophy. 12, Contemporary Philosophies and Social Theories. And then Book 4, U.S. History. Chapter 1, The Americas, Europe, and Africa before 1492. Chapter 2, Early Globalization, the Atlantic World, 1492 to 1650. 3, Creating New Social Orders, Colonial Societies, 1500 to 1700. 4, Rule Britannia, the English Empire, 1660 to 1763. 5, Imperial Reforms and Colonial Protests, 1763 to 1774. 6, America's War for Independence, 1775 to 1783. Creating Republican Governments, 1776 to 1790. 8, Growing Pains, the New Republic, 1790 to 1820. 9, Industrial Transformation in the North, 1800 to 1850. 10, Jacksonian Democracy, 1820 to 1840. 11, A Nation on the Move, Westward Expansion, 1800 to 1860. 12, Cotton is King, the Antebellum South. 13, Antebellum Idealism and Reform Impulses. 14, Troubled Times, the Tumultuous 1850s. 15, The Civil War, 1860 to 1865. 16, The Era of Reconstruction, 1865 to 1877. 17, Go West, Young Man, Westward Expansion, 1840 to 1900. 18, Industrialization and the Rise of Big Business. 19, The Growing Pains of Urbanization, 1870 to 1900. 20, Politics in the Gilded Age, 1870 to 1900. 21, Leading the Way, the Progressive Movement, 1890 to 1920. 22, Age of Empire, American Foreign Policy, 1890 to 1914. 23, Americans in the Great War, 1914 to 1919. 24, The Jazz Age, Redefining the Nation, 1919 to 1929. 25, Brother, can you spare a dime? The Great Depression, 1929 to 1932. 26. Franklin Roosevelt and the New Deal, 1932 to 1941. 27. Fighting the Good Fight in World War II, 1941 to 1945. 28. Post-war prosperity and Cold War fears, 1945 to 1960. 29. Contesting futures, America in the 1960s. 30. Political storms at home and abroad, 1968 to 1980. 31. From Cold Wars to Culture Wars, 1980 to 2000. 32. The Challenges of the 21st Century. Book 5, World History, Volume 1. Chapter 1, Understanding the Past. Chapter 2, Early Humans. Chapter 3, Early Civilizations and Urban Societies. 4. The Near East. 5. Asia in Ancient Times. 6. Mediterranean Peoples. 7. Experiencing the Roman Empire. 8. The Americas in Ancient Times. 9. Africa in Ancient Times. 10. Empires of Faith. 11. The Rise of Islam and the Caliphates. 12. India, the Indian Ocean Basin, and East Asia. 13. The Post-Roman West and the Crusading Movement. 14. Pax Mongolica, the Steppe Empire of the Mongols. 15. States and Societies in Sub-Saharan Africa. 16. Climate Change and Plague in the 14th Century. 17. The Ottomans, the Mamluks, and the Ming. Book 6, World History, Volume 2. Chapter 1, Understanding the Past. Chapter 2, Exchange in East Asia and the Indian Oceans. 3. Early Modern Africa and the Wider World. 4. The Islamic World. 5. Foundations of the Atlantic World. 6. Colonization and economic expansion. 7. Revolutions in Europe and North America. 8. Revolutions in Latin America. 9. Expansion in the Industrial Age. 10. Life and labor in the industrial world. 11. The war to end all wars. 12. The interwar period. 13. The causes and consequences of World War II. 14. Cold War conflicts. 15. The contemporary world and ongoing challenges. Water break. Book 7. Algebra and Trigonometry. Chapter 1. Prerequisites. Chapter 2. Equations and inequalities. 3. Functions. 4. Linear functions. 5. Polynomial and rational functions. 6. Exponential and logarithmic functions. 7. The unit circle, sine and cosine functions. 8. Periodic functions. 9. Trigonometric identities and equations. 10. Further applications of trigonometry. 11. Systems of equations and inequalities. 12. Analytic geometry. 13. Sequences, probability, counting theory. Book 8, Calculus, Volume 1, Chapter 1, Functions and Graphs. Chapter 2, Limits. Chapter 3, Derivatives. Chapter 4, Applications of derivatives. 5, Integration. 6, Applications of integration. Book 9, Calculus, Volume 2, Chapter 1, Integration. Chapter 2, Applications of integration. 3, Techniques of integration. 4, Introduction to differential equations. 5, Sequences and series. 6, Power series. 7, Parametric and polar coordinates. Book 10, Calculus, Volume 3, Chapter 1, Parametric equations and polar coordinates. Chapter 2, Vectors in space. 3, Vector-valued functions. 4, Differentiation of functions and several variables. 5, Multiple integration. 6, Vector calculus. 7, Second-order differential equations. Book 11, Introductory statistics. Chapter 1, So algebra, trig, calculus, and statistics are all in the mathematics section. I decided to do that because I wanted to go in order. So chapter 1, sampling and data. Chapter 2, descriptive statistics. 3, probability topics. 4, discrete random variables. 5, continuous random variables. 6, the normal distribution. 7, the central limit theorem. 8, confidence intervals. 9, hypothesis testing with one sample. 10, hypothesis testing with two samples. 11, the chi-squared distribution. 12, linear regression and correlation. Man, trying to say that as Scooby-Doo would be crazy. Chapter 13, F distribution and one-way ANOVA. Book 12, Anatomy and Physiology. Chapter 1, An Introduction to the Human Body. Chapter 2, The Chemical Level of Organization. 3, The Cellular Level of Organization. 4, The Tissue Level of Organization. 5, the integumentary system. 6, bone tissue and the skeletal system. 7, axial skeleton. 8, the appendicular skeleton. 9, joints. 10, muscle tissue. 11, the muscular system. 12, the nervous system and nervous tissue. 13, anatomy of the nervous system. 14, the somatic nervous system. 15, the autonomic nervous system. 16, the neurological exam. 17, the endocrine system. 18, the cardiovascular system, blood. 19, the cardiovascular system, the heart. 20, the cardiovascular system, blood vessels and circulation. 21, the lymphatic and immune system. 22, the respiratory system. 23, the digestive system. 24, metabolism and nutrition. 25, the urinary system. 26, fluid, electrolyte, and acid base balance. 27, the reproductive system. 28, development and inheritance. Book 13, Biology. Chapter 1, the study of life. Chapter 2, the chemical foundation of life. 3, biological macromolecules. 4, cell structure. 5, structure and function of plasma membranes. 6, metabolism. 7, cellular respiration. 8, photosynthesis. 9, cell communication. 10, cell reproduction. 11, meiosis and sexual reproduction. 12, Mendel's experiment and heredity. 13, modern understandings of inheritance. 14, DNA structure and function. 15, genes and proteins. 16, gene expression. 17, biotechnology and genomics. 18, evolution and the origin of species. 19, the evolution of populations. 20, phylogenies and the history of life. 21, viruses. 22, prokaryotes, bacteria and archaea. 23, protists. 24, fungi. 25, seedless plants. 26, seed plants. 27, introduction to animal diversity. 28, invertebrates. 29, vertebrates. 30, plant form and physiology. 31, soil and plant nutrition. 32, plant reproduction. 33, the animal body, basic form and function. 34, animal nutrition and the digestive system. 35, the nervous system. 36, sensory systems. 37, the endocrine system. 38, the musculoskeletal system. 39, the respiratory system. 40, the circulatory system. 41, osmotic regulation and excretion. 42, the immune system. 43, animal reproduction and development. 44, ecology and the biosphere. 45, population and community ecology. 46, ecosystems. 47, conservation biology and biodiversity. Book 14, Astronomy. Chapter 1, Science in the Universe, a brief tour. Chapter 2, Observing the Sky, the Birth of Astronomy. 3, Orbits and Gravity. 4. Earth, moon, and sky. 5. Radiation and spectra. 6. Astronomical instruments. 7. An introduction to the solar system. 8. Earth is a planet. 9. Cratered worlds. 10. Earth-like planets. Venus and Mars. 11. The giant planets. 12. Rings, moons, and Pluto. 13. Comets and asteroids. Debris of the solar system. 14. Cosmic samples and the origin of the solar system. 15. The Sun, a garden variety star. 16. The Sun, a nuclear powerhouse. 17. Analyzing starlight. 18. The stars, a celestial census. 19. Celestial distances. 20. Between the stars, gas and dust in space. 21. The birth of stars and the discovery of planets outside the solar system. 22. Stars from adolescence to old age. 23. The death of stars. 24. Black holes and curved spacetime. 25. The Milky Way galaxy. 26. Galaxies. 27. Active galaxies, quasars, and supermassive black holes. 28. The evolution and distribution of galaxies. 29. The Big Bang. 30. Life in the universe. Book 15, Chemistry, Chapter 1, Essential Ideas, Chapter 2, Atoms, Molecules, and Ions, Chapter 3, Composition of Substances and Solutions, 4, Stoichiometry of Chemical Reactions, 5, Thermochemistry, 6, Electronic Structure and Periodic Properties of Elements, 7, Chemical Bonding and Molecular Geometry, 8, Advanced Theories of Covalent Bonding, 9, Gases, 10, Liquids and Solids, 11, Solutions and Colloids, 12, Kinetics, 13, Fundamental Equilibrium Concepts, 14, Acid-Base Equilibria, 15, Equilibria of Other Reaction Classes, 16, Thermodynamics, 17, Electrochemistry, 18, Representative Metals, Metalloids, and Nonmetals, 19, Transition Metals and Coordination Chemistry, 20, Organic Chemistry, 21, Nuclear Chemistry. Books 16, 17, and 18 are University Physics Volumes 1 to 3. So I'm just going to do Chapter 1, Units and Measurement. Chapter 2, Vectors. 3, Motion along a straight line. 4, Motion in 2 and 3 dimensions. 5, Newton's laws of motion. 6, Applications of Newton's laws. 7, Work and kinetic energy. 8, Potential energy and conservation of energy. 9, Linear momentum and collisions. 10, Fixed axis rotation. 11, Angular momentum. 12, Static equilibrium and elasticity. 13, Gravitation. 14, Fluid mechanics. 15, Oscillations. 16, Waves. 17, Sound. Chapter 1, Temperature and heat. Chapter 2, The kinetic theory of gases. 3, The first law of thermodynamics. 4, The second law of thermodynamics. 5, Electric charges and fields. 6, Gauss's law. 7, Electric potential. 8, Capacitance. 9, Current and resistance. 10, Direct current circuits. 11, Magnetic forces and fields. 12, Sources of magnetic fields. 13, Electromagnetic induction. 14, Inductance. 15, Alternating current circuits. 16, Electromagnetic waves. Chapter 1, The nature of light. Chapter 2, Geometric optics and image formation. 3, Interference. 4, Diffraction. 5, Relativity. 6, Photons and matter waves. 7, Quantum mechanics. 8, Atomic structure. 9, Condensed matter physics. 10, Nuclear physics. 11, Particle physics and cosmology. Book 19, American government. Take a short drink break. Uh, excuse me. All right. So, Chapter 1, American Government and Civic Engagement. Chapter 2, The Constitution and Its Origins. Chapter 3, American Federalism. Chapter 4, Civil Liberties. 5, Civil Rights. 6, The Politics of Public Opinion. 7, Voting in Elections. 8, The Media. 9, Political Parties. 10, Interest Groups and Lobbying. 11, Congress. 12, The Presidency. 13, The Courts. 14, State and Local Government. 15, The Bureaucracy. 16, Domestic Policy. 17, Foreign Policy. Book 20, Introduction to Anthropology. Chapter 1, What is Anthropology? Chapter 2, Methods, Cultural and Archaeological. Chapter 3, Culture Concept Theory. Theories of Cultural Change. 4, Biological Evolution and Early Human Evidence. 5, The Genus Homo and the Emergence of Us. 6, Language and Communication. 7, Work, Life, and Value. Economic Anthropology. 8, Authority, Decisions, and Power. Political Anthropology. 9, Social Inequalities. 10, The Global Impact of Human Migration. 11, Forming Family Through Kinship. 12, Gender and Sexuality. 13, Religion and Culture. 14, Anthropology of Food. 15, Anthropology of Media. 16, Art, Music, and Sports. 17, Medical Anthropology. 18, Human-Animal Relationship. 19, Indigenous Anthropology. 20, Anthropology on the Ground. Oh, man. A lot came out there. Just pulled off another 1,000. That's crazy. Okay. Book 21, Introduction to Political Science. Chapter 1, What is Politics and What is Political Science? Chapter 2, Political Behavior is Human Behavior. Yeah, that sounds right. Human behavior is a subset. 3, Political Ideology. 4, Civil Liberties. 5, Political Participation and Public Opinion. 6, The Fundamentals of Group Political Activity. 7, Civil Rights. 8, Interest Groups, Political Parties, and Elections. 9, Legislatures. 10, Executives, Cabinets, Bureaucracies. 11, Courts and Law. 12, The Media. 13, Governing Regimes. 14, International Relations. 15, International Law and International Organizations. 16, International Political Economy. Book 22, Introduction to Sociology. 1, An Introduction to Sociology. 2, Sociological Research. 3, Culture. 4, Society and Social Interaction. 5, Socialization. 6, Groups and Organization. 7, Deviance and Crime and Social Control. 8, Media and Technology. 9, Social Stratification in the United States. 10, Global Inequality. 11, Race and Ethnicity. 12, Gender, Sex, and Sexuality. 13, Aging and the Elderly. 14, Relationships, Marriage, and Family. 15, Religion. 16, Education. 17, Government and Politics. 18, Work and the Economy. 19, Health and Medicine. 20, Population, Urbanization, and the Environment. 21, Social Movements and Social Change. Book 23, Psychology. Chapter 1, Introduction to Psychology. Chapter 2, Psychological Research. 3, Biopsychology. 4, States of Consciousness. 5, Sensation and Perception. 6, Learning. 7, Thinking and Intelligence. 8, Memory. 9, Lifespan Development. 10, Emotion and Motivation. 11, Personality. 12, Social Psychology. 13, Industrial Organizational Psychology. 14, Stress, Lifestyle, and Health. 15, Psychological Disorders. 16, Therapy and Treatment. All right. that's it for all the books. So, going back to Brainstorm 1 spreadsheet, biology is the first book. So, the first chapter I will read will be out of the biology book in the next video.